వెల్కమ్ టు బృందా ఇంజనీరింగ్ అకాడమీ. మనం మన ఛానల్లో రెగ్యులర్గా మ్యాథ్స్, ఫిజిక్స్, కెమిస్ట్రీకి సంబంధించినటువంటి ఎంసెట్, ఈసెట్ ప్రీవియస్ ఇయర్స్ క్వశ్చన్స్ సాల్వ్ చేసుకుంటున్నాం. సో అందులో భాగంగా ఈరోజు ఫిజిక్స్కి సంబంధించినటువంటి గ్రావిటేషన్ అనేటువంటి కాన్సెప్ట్ మీద మనం ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ సాల్వ్ చేసుకుందాం. అంటే ప్రీవియస్ ఇయర్స్లో అడిగినటువంటి క్వశ్చన్స్ మాత్రమే. ఓకే, ఇంకా మన ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోకపోతే ప్లీజ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ అవర్ బృందా ఇంజనీరింగ్ అకాడమీ ఛానల్ టు గెట్ మోర్ అప్డేట్స్ అబౌట్ ద EAMCET 2024. Okay, now coming to the first question. If the radius of the earth becomes x times its present value, the new period of rotation in hours. So that means, suppose the earth having the radius r. Earth is having the radius r. Please observe that earth is in the shape of spherical shape. Now its radius is r. Then next becomes the radius will becomes x times its present value. So the radius is increases. Initially the radius is r, and finally the radius is x times its initial value. So now the new period of rotation. That means, suppose assume it is the initial condition and it is the final condition. Then its time period is, that means the new period of rotation. Means actually the time period required to rotate the earth is 24 hours. Okay, 24 hours. It is T1. Now if the radius is increased x times, then the new time period becomes T2. You have to find out the T2 value. So for that purpose, you have to consider angular momentum. Angular momentum will be constant. Angular momentum is same. So in the both conditions, what is angular momentum? Angular momentum is L equal to moment of inertia into angular velocity. It is a theoretical bit. It is also important. Angular momentum is the product of moment of inertia and angular velocity. Angular momentum is the product of moment of inertia and angular velocity. So what is moment of inertia? Moment of inertia for the earth. Earth means it is in the spherical shape. Okay, it is in the spherical shape. So moment of inertia is represented by I. For the sphere equal to 2 by 5 mr square. So for the sphere, that means it is the earth. The earth is in the shape of spherical shape. The moment of inertia for the spherical shape is 2 by 5 mr square. M is the mass of the sphere. And r is the radius of the sphere. Next, coming to angular velocity. Angular velocity is represented by omega. Omega equal to, here the angle theta by t. That is time duration for rotation. So theta by t. It is in the spherical shape. That means it is having the angle of inclination of 360 degrees. So then theta equal to 2 pi by t. So if you substitute these values, now angular momentum is constant. So that means here L equal to what we can write? L equal to I omega. Okay, so then I1 omega 1 equal to I2 omega 2. So it is the direct. This is basic introduction belongs to this problem. Now coming to the problem, I1 omega 1. Angular momentums are equal. So I1 omega 1 equal to I2 omega 2. I1 omega 1 equal to I2 omega 2. What is I1? That is 2 by 5. Mass is here. Mass is constant. So we can write it as m r square r1 square. Here the radius, that is r square r1 square into omega 1. That means 2 pi by t1 equal to I2 means 2 by 5 m r2 square m r2 square 2 pi 2 pi t2 2 pi t2. Now coming to these terms, 2 by 5m 2 by 5m. These two gets cancelled. Remaining 2 pi, 2 pi. These two gets cancelled. Remaining terms are r1 square by t1 equal to r2 square by t2. r2 square by t2. Then r1 is r. Initial radius is r by t1. T1 is 24 hours to rotate the speed. So r square equal to r2. R2 is x times the r square. R2 is x times the r square by t2. We have to find out the t2. You have to find out the T2 XR whole square. So then R square gets cancelled. Then this equation becomes 1 by 24 equal to x square by T2. X square by T2. By doing the cross multiplication, T2 equal to 24 x square. 24 x square. Okay. So it is the time period to require the rotate the earth if the radius is increased x times. Okay, generally you have to remember the time required to for single rotation, it will require, it is the 24 hours. So that's why you have to take it as the T1. This question asked in Telangana EAMCET in 2023. So in this way, we will solve the question. Just a simple thing, we have to equate the angular momentums. Angular momentum equal to moment of inertia into angular velocity. Moment of inertia of the sphere, because Earth is in the spherical shape, so we have to take I by I equal to 2 by 5 mr square. And angular velocity is theta by t. Theta means a spherical shape. It is the angle of inclination. Angle is theta equal to 360 degrees. So then 2 into 180. So then 2 pi by t. So by equating these two expressions, we get the value of T2. Okay. Now coming to another problem, that is two planets. This question asked in 2022 EAMCET. Two planets A and B orbit around a star. Suppose it is the star. Two planets rotate around an orbit. So suppose it is the planet A and it is the planet B. Okay, around a star, such that the time period of A, time period means T of A, is 8 times the time period of B. That means TA equal to 8 TB. Then the ratio becomes TA by TB equal to 8 mm. TA by TB equal to 8. Next, the ratio of orbital velocities. Orbital velocities. Orbital velocity is nothing but VA by VB equal to how much? So it is your target. VA by VB equal to how much? So based on the Kepler second law, based on Kepler second law, Kepler second law, the expression, the Kepler's second law of planets, second law, Kepler's second law, that is here T square is proportional to R cube. Okay, T's time period is proportional to, directly proportional to the radius. Okay, cube the radius. So it is the Kepler's second law statement. T square is proportional to R cube. It is the important bit also. Okay. Now coming to T square is proportional to R cube. Okay. T square is proportional to R cube. This is one expression. Then take this expression TA equal to 8 TB. Then cubing on both sides. Okay. Here squaring on both sides. Then TA square equal to 64 TB square. TA square equal to 64 TB square. T square is proportional to R cube means here we can write RA cube equal to 64 RB cube. 64 RB cube. So then RB cube. Then applying the cube root. Applying the cube root on both sides, RA equal to cube root 64 means here 4 RB. So then we can write RA by RB equal to 4. RA by RB equal to 4. Now what is your target? You have to calculate the orbital velocities ratio. VA by VB equal to how much? So then for that the orbital velocity V equal to 2 pi R by T. It is the formula. Orbital velocity is 2 pi R by T. So what is your target? You have to find out VA by VB equal to 2 pi RA by TA by 2 pi RB by TB. Okay. So for that we have to simplify this expression. Then 2 pi RA by TA into TB by 2 pi RB. Okay. Then by the simplification 2 pi gets cancelled. Then RA by TA equal to TA into TB by RB. Okay. We can write this expression as RA by RB equal to RA by RB into TB by TA. RA by RB means 4. TB by TA. TB by TA is, it is here TA by TB equal to 8. Then TB by TA equal to 1 by 8. Okay, so we have to write TB by TA. That is 1 by 8. So then by the simplification, we get 1 by 2. So it is the velocities ratio, orbital velocity ratio. VA by VB equal to 1 by 2. Okay, VA by VB equal to 1 by 2. So what is the option here? VA by VB equal to 1 by 2. So this is the D. Option D is the correct one. Okay. So next, coming to another problem. Two stars of equal mass. Two stars of equal masses. Two stars of equal masses. M and M. In a circular ray, orbiting in a circular of radius R. Circle radius R. Their orbital time period is proportional to. So previously I explained, based on the Kepler second law, T square is proportional to R cube. T is the time period and R is the radius. So generally T square is proportional to R cube. But it can be written as time period is proportional to R power 3 by 2. Okay. So then what is the answer? Simply we can answer this one. T is proportional to R power 3 by 2. Based on the Kepler second law, T square is proportional to time period is proportional to cube of its radius. Then T is proportional to R power 3 by 2. So this is the answer. This question asked in Telangana EAMCET in 2021. Next, coming to another one. Here, Kepler second law is nothing but a statement of Kepler's second law is nothing but a statement of. This question asked in 2020. Okay, answer is Kepler's second law is similar to conservation of angular momentum. We already read angular momentum is angular momentum equal to L equal to I omega. Okay, so based on the conservation of angular momentum is related to similar to the Kepler's second law. So that is question is Kepler's second law is nothing but the statement of conservation of angular momentum. Angular momentum. Next, coming to another one. Now here the problem is given. A planet is revolving. A planet is revolving around the sun. A planet is revolving around the sun. Which of the following is a correct statement? Suppose here in the problem given some data. Here it is a yes, it is A, it is B, C, D. Okay, now from this following statement, here it is the planet, it is the orbit. Now the time taken in traveling DAB. Okay, ఈ డిస్టెన్స్ ఉంది కదా డిఏబి. నెక్స్ట్ ఈజ్ లెస్ దాన్ దట్ ఫర్ బిసిడి. అంటే డిఏబి ట్రావెల్ అవడానికి ఎంత టైం పడుతుంది, బిసిడి ట్రావెల్ అవడానికి ఎంత టైం పడుతుంది. నెక్స్ట్ ద టైం టేకెన్ ఇన్ ట్రావెలింగ్ డిఏబి ఈజ్ గ్రేటర్ దాన్. అంటే ఇక్కడ చూడండి ఇది ఏ ఏ ఏ పాత్ లో తక్కువ టైం అనేది ఉంటుంది అనేది అడిగాడు. సో జనరల్ గా ఏడిసి ఇక్కడ పాత్స్ చూడండి ఏడిసి ఏబిసి ఇలా ఉంది. ఏడిసి పాత్ ఇలా ఉంది. నెక్స్ట్ ఏబిసి పాత్ ఇలా ఉంది. నెక్స్ట్ ఏబిడి సెమీ సర్క్యులర్. నెక్స్ట్ బిసిడి ఇలా ఉంది. ఇక్కడ చూడండి ప్లాన్ ఏడిసి ఏబిసి ఇవన్నీ కూడా లెంత్ పాత్ లెంత్ అనేది ఎక్కువ కాబట్టి ఈ రెండు కాదు. ఓకే, ఏది ఏడిసి సిడిఏ ఇది లెస్ దాన్ ఏబిసి అని. ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ మీకు అబ్జర్వ్ చేయాల్సింది ఏంటంటే వాట్ ఈస్ ద షార్టెస్ట్ ఈస్ డిఏబి. ఎందుకంటే ఇది చాలా దగ్గరగా ఉంది, ప్లానెట్ కి దగ్గరగా ఉంది కాబట్టి ఆన్సర్ ఇస్ టైం టేకెన్ ట్రావెలింగ్ డిఏబి ఈజ్ లెస్ దాన్ దట్ ఆఫ్ బిసిడి ట్రావెల్ అవటం కంటే డిఏబి ట్రావెల్ అవటం చాలా తక్కువ టైం అనేది పడుతుంది. ఓకే, సో దీస్ ఆర్ ద క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇన్వాల్వ్డ్ ఇన్. ఇక్కడ చూడండి ఇది డిఏబి ఎందుకు తీసుకున్నాము అంటే ఈ యొక్క పాత్ డిస్టెన్స్ ట్రావెల్ అవ్వడానికి తక్కువ టైం అనేది పడుతుంది. ఓకే, ఎందుకంటే ప్లానెట్ కి దగ్గరలో ఉంది, ఇదంతా దూరంలో ఉంది. ఈ రెండు కూడా సేమ్ పాత్ బట్ కాకపోతే మనకి విజిబిలిటీగా ఇది. సో ద ఆన్సర్ ఈస్ ద టైం టేకెన్ ఇన్ ట్రావెలింగ్ డిఏబి ఈస్ లెస్ దాన్ దట్ ఫర్ బిసిడి. So these are some previous questions asked in EAMCET. Okay, so in the next videos we will learn about the remaining chapters in mathematics, physics, chemistry also. Okay, if you like this video, please share to your friends and subscribe our Brunda Engineering Academy channel. Thank you.